Hello and welcome to this new video. In this case, we are going to study a little bit of morphology. Okay, morphology meaning word formation, and in this case, we're going to talk about nouns ending in EE. And when we find nouns like these, that means that it refers to a person to which something is done or given. Okay, that means that that person has a right or is involved in something. Okay, so the person receives something like a right or an award, or something has happened to the person, and therefore that's when we use ee after the noun, which is usually related to a verb with the same or similar meaning. Okay, and the most popular ones are employee, nominee, refugee. Okay, you see employ, emplear, employee, empleado. Okay, employee, here we have the phonetic transcription. Okay, employee, remember that the apostrophe tells us that the accent is before the syllable in phonetics. Okay, the company requires all employees to follow the rules. Okay, or nominee, like an Oscar nominee is somebody on short list for prize. Okay, short list means the list of the finalists, the short list. In 2011, there were 5 nominees for the prize in literature, for example. A refugee, someone who is a migrant, is seeking refuge, refugiado. A small community of Syrian refugees is living now in New York. In New York. Addressee, okay, somebody to whom something is addressed. You've spelled the addressee's name wrong. Examinee, someone who's taking an exam, all examinees must turn off their mobile phones. Internee is a prisoner, an inmate in a prison, recluso, preso. The internees only spend 1 hour outside per day. Adoptee, an adopted person, someone who has been adopted. They help adoptees find their birth parents. Amputee, a person con una amputación, an amputation. Okay, he's the amputee from the war who's confined to a wheelchair. An appointee, una persona designada, persona nombrada, appointed to a position. He's the appointee of the president to solve the regulatory matter. The regulatory matter. Attendee, asistente, participante, person who attends. One conference attendee suggested to extend it for 2 days. Okay? Divorcee, divorciado, divorcee, someone who has divorced, a divorced person. Okay? And here, divorcee or divorcee, some people might pronounce in a different way. In the UK is for both a man and a woman. But in the United States, in the US, a divorcee is a woman and a divorcee is a man. So yeah, be careful because that has feminine as well as masculine in the United States. The word can be spelled and pronounced obviously differently. Enlistee, recluta, person enrolled in the military. There are 1,000 National Guard new enlistees every year. Interviewee, entrevistado, no? It could be a job candidate or it could be a person interviewed by a journalist. The journalist asked their interviewee difficult questions. Okay. A mortgagee, un acreedor hipotecario, someone who has a mortgage. The mortgagee is the individual or business who receives the mortgage. Uh, protege or protégé is a person who is protected by someone. Okay, she is the boss's friend and protege. Okay, and referee in sports is the arbiter. Okay, el árbitro, the arbiter. The referee showed the player a yellow card, or also is a person giving reference. Okay, like for example, when you say, please attach details of two referees on your curriculum. Okay, so referee is las referencias. Okay, the referees. Okay, so we have a lot. We have more, but I think these are the most important words related to nouns ending in E. Remember the most important: employee, nominee, refugee, but you have many more. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this morphology video and you can improve your vocabulary this way. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video.